we're going to get some more analysis on last night's big game. We're going to get one of the best writers and bloggers in the UK talking about Liverpool versus Manchester United. We've got Jamie McLaughlin from the Kopite View. Jamie, welcome to the show. Jamie, first of all, was that a point gained for Liverpool or was that 2 points dropped?
I think it's 2 points dropped, obviously being at home, and it could have made a big statement of Liverpool's intentions this season if they could have opened up a 6 point gap and their bitter rivals, United. And unfortunately, we didn't look like doing that last night. But on the plus side, you've played 8 games, you're 2 points off the top of the league, and you've still got a gap there over United, a 3 point gap. So it's not the worst result in the world.
What about Liverpool last night? Were you pleased with the way they set up? Did they go for the win? Or Mourinho says Liverpool played 2 holding midfielders in Henderson and Chan and didn't really venture as far forward as he thought they would. What did you think on Liverpool's tactics yesterday?
Yeah, I thought it was a bit cautious in the approach. I think with Sturridge, I still think Daniel Sturridge needs somebody alongside him to play. I don't think he's strong enough or works hard enough to play that lone striking role, that maybe Firmino's better at, so yeah, I think I can't disagree with Mourinho's comments there.
Yeah, do you think Liverpool looked better when Sturridge came off?
Yes, I did. I think Lallana gave us more energy in the latter stages of the game. His movement in that, it was there to see that Liverpool would more, they were going for it a bit more, albeit still cautious that they weren't wanting to lose the game, and Lallana made a big difference.
Were you frustrated that Lallana didn't start then? Obviously, he picked up that injury over the international break. Klopp had decided not to start him. But my feeling is, if a player's fit enough to be on the bench, then they should start, surely?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Yeah, if they're fit on the bench, then they should be fit enough to start the game. But you see it far too often that managers are scared to take the risk of starting players that have had a recent injury.
And what about David De Gea? He loves playing against Liverpool, doesn't he? I couldn't believe that save he made off Coutinho's shot.
Outstanding, absolute brilliant. The other save for Emre Can as well, but he had his critics in the early stages of his career at United, but he's one of the best in the world now.
And what about in Liverpool's net? You got Karius in again for Mignolet. There was remarks from Gary Neville on commentary saying that he looks nervous and he brings that nervous energy towards the rest of the team. What are your thoughts on the young keeper?
Yeah, I wrote a previous blog in the last week or so that I was actually hoping that Jurgen Klopp would bring back Mignolet for this big game against United. But in fairness, he stuck by him, he put his trust in him. And got away with it because he was like the Swansea game. He looked very nervy, almost gave away a goal, got lucky with an offside. Ibrahimovic nearly turned the ball into the net after Karius making a loose pass at the back. I thought United, because Karius looked quite nervy, United would have tried to pressure him more, and I think we got away with it because they didn't.
Ander Herrera was given the Man of the Match award last night. It's our poll on Sportuccino on our Twitter page today, Jamie. Did you agree with that decision?
Yeah, it's probably hard to pick an outstanding player on the night. It was very scrappy at times. The game, they were both teams cancelling each other out. But yeah, it probably was the pick of the players on the park. He'd done very well breaking up Liverpool playing in front of United's defence and didn't allow the likes of Liverpool's attacking players to get the space they wanted to create chances in.
See, very often when a man of the match award is given, you very often give it to the goal scorer, especially if they scored 2 goals. Now, for me, you could argue that De Gea has made 2 world-class saves and has kept his team in it, which as far as I'm concerned, he may not have done much else, but those are the match-winning moments. So I think for me, in a very simplistic term, that would have been my man of the match.
Yeah. But I see where they're coming from, giving Herrera, the award. But it's key moments De Gea produced to keep United in the game.
And Liverpool next, they've got, I believe it's West Brom at home in the league, then it's Spurs at home in the League Cup, and then it's Palace away. Do you expect 3 wins there for Liverpool?
Yeah, they're going to be tough. There's no easy games in this league. But that was the other thing, it wasn't the worst result in the world. With the fixtures Liverpool's got coming up, the games that we need to win if we want to challenge for honours at the end of the season. So, yeah, I think Liverpool could win these next 3 games. United away to Chelsea, So I think that was more a game last night for United that they couldn't afford to lose.
Where do you see Liverpool finishing up right now? If you were to state your opinion, say where Liverpool are going to finish, where do you think they can finish this season?
Definitely in the top 4. I really think we'll finish in the top 4, and we're just playing mostly 1 game a week. There's every chance we could actually challenge for the league. It's very difficult for teams to play in Europe and then come back and play games at the weekends, sometimes Sundays, and you saw what happened to Leicester last season. They could concentrate in the league and they managed to go on and win it.
Yeah, although they're not having the greatest of seasons this year, we'll talk a little bit more about Leicester when I preview the Champions League a little bit later in this show. Jamie, thank you so much for your time this morning. Just before we go, tell us a little bit more about the Kopite View, please.
It's just a blog that I started about 5 or 6 years ago, and I just write it myself, just opinions relating to topics relating to Liverpool Football Club, and I write quite regularly on it, 2-3 blogs a week, and I would love it if get more publicity with it, and thanks for asking.
Yeah, and that's just want to double check, it's thekopiteview.com, and your Twitter page is at the Liverword, correct?
At the Liverword, yeah.
The Liver, of course. Useless. I'm useless.
Oh, not at all.
At the Liverword and thekopiteview.com. Please go and check it out. Jamie McLaughlin, thank you so much for your analysis this morning on Sportuccino.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot to Jamie there for being on Sportuccino. Really appreciated his views. Did you agree with them? Did you disagree with them? Let me know in the comments below. Let us know using the hashtag Sportuccino on Twitter.